And I'm just going to put it on one side like that, and you just spray it, and then you bring the two together. That's rock solid. It's gone. We're going to talk all about adhesives. Now, there's so many different adhesives on the market for woodworking, so we're just going to run through some of the most popular ones here, and just try and give you indication which will be better for a particular type of project. So let's first take a look at PVA. Now, PVA, which stands for polyvinyl acetate, comes in an interior version, which is this one, and an exterior one, which is this one, this 5 litre here. It's always clearly states on it whether it's interior or exterior. Now, of course, you can use the exterior one interior, but if you're doing something like garden furniture or something, decking or something that's outside, you really, if you want to use PVA, some of the other adhesives we'll go on to in a bit probably be better suited. But if you want to use PVA, always make sure you get the exterior one, because if you don't, it really does matter. And you will find when it gets wet, it'll go white. Instead of dry and clear, it'll go white and the joint will just come apart. So that's PVA. As I say, it dries clear, which is great if you're sort of painting an item or you've not putting a finish on a particular part of an item. You have to be careful if you're polishing or waxing an item, because you won't actually see like residue of PVA until you start applying the finish. So it's always best to have a damp cloth or a damp sponge to hand when using PVA and just wipe it off while it's wet rather than letting it dry. It dries like a plasticky if you've never used it, but it's probably the most popular wood glue that's out there. You tend to use it from school right up, and a lot of the professional woodworkers still use PVA. Now, from PVA, I'm going to go over to this one. Now, this is what's called PU glue or polyurethane glue. Now, it comes in 2 different types. It comes in a cartridge one like this, and then it comes in a bottle like this. It tends to come in a 5-minute or 30-minute drying time. And believe me, the 5 minutes really does dry in 5 minutes. You can accelerate the drying time of this stuff, the polyurethane, by dampening one side of your joint. So if you put glue on one side and you just get a damp sponge and just dampen your timber on the other side, when you bring the two together, believe it or not, the actual moisture accelerates the drying time of this, and it makes it dry a lot faster and a lot stronger. You don't have to dampen it. I don't. I probably only dampened it probably 10 or 20% of the time, but it is a really good glue. The only problem with this polyurethane glue is it foams out like that. You can see. Now that is the the cartridge glue. Sorry. So that is out of this one. And the bottled one tends to be a little bit messier, if you can see. The bottled one comes out a little bit runnier, so you tend to put more on, and it does tend to ooze out more. As I say, if it says 5 minutes, it is 5 minutes. I mean, I only did this just before I started videoing, and as you can see, it's rock solid. It's rock hard. It's got off. When it's got off like this, it isn't sort of as brittle as PVA. It is a bit spongy, a bit more like a polystyrene or a rubbery sort of finish. And the best thing is just get something like a chisel or a putty knife and then just scrape it off before you sand, and just save you sort of burning your sheets out. So that's polyurethane. As I say, available in a 5-minute or a 30-minute, and available in bottles or cartridges. Now, talking of cartridges, let's just take a quick look at some of the other cartridge ones. Now, again, cartridge adhesives are water-based or spirit-based. So things like this one, this cheap interior one, things like you see at a superstore, that is a water-based one. You can tell, if you read the instructions, it will tell you to clean it with water or to clean it with white spirit if it's spirit-based. Now, things like the Pink Grip, the Stick Saw, and the CT1 or the Power Bond, these are waterproof, so they're a lot stronger in damp or wet conditions. I mean, the Power Bond, the CT1 adhesive, that is amazing. You can use that underwater or anything. It's really a really strong adhesive. You're going to pay a little bit more for a better adhesive. So something like CT1 is probably going to cost you over £10 a tube, going down to the water-based one here, which probably costs you probably a couple of pound a tube. But it's always important to use the right one for your project. So if it doesn't matter about being waterproof, then the water-based one is a lot easier to clean. You can clean it with a damp cloth. Things like the pink grip or the CT1 or Power Bond or sticks, or they can be hard if you let them start and get sticky. They can be a bit messy to clean up. So just depends what you want. These don't expand as such. They tend to go on and they stay the size and shape as they are. They don't expand like the PU glue. The ideal for things like skating boards and I mean the CT1, the Power Bond, you can use that practically anything. You could stick garden slabs down with it. It's really good stuff. It'll stick anything. It's really good stuff. The pink grip, I find pink grips a little bit thicker. Every time I use pink grip, it is quite hard to get out the cartridge. It's good. It's not a bad adhesive, but you've got to be quick with it, because if you put it on, it skins over very quickly. So if it skins over and you bring your two surfaces together, it will just let go. So it's important to get it on there and get the parts together before it skins over. But as I say, the CT1 is brilliant. You can use that. It says this, I keep saying CT1. The CT1 and this one, which is the Power Grab Bond, both brilliant. Come in a variety of colours. Really good adhesive. Use that, and I mean, I've done videos before. I'm sure you've seen them with CT1 and Power Bond, and it just is a really good product. So if you want strength, I would go for that. If you want ease of clean, then go for a water-based cartridge adhesive, and you'll be fine. But as I say, make sure you use a waterproof one if you need a waterproof one, because it really does matter. Next, I want to go on to this one. This is Mitre Fast. Now, the company that manufactures CT1 also do one of these, but I haven't got one handy, so I'm going to demonstrate with the Mitre Fast. But as I say, the CT1 also make one of these as well. Now, what this is a two-part adhesive. You've got a tin, which is aerosol, which is an accelerator, and then you've got a bottle of adhesive, which is basically super glue. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you how quick this is. So I've got my timber, I've got my bottle of super glue, and I'm just going to put it on one side like that. You see that? And then on the other side, what you do is get your accelerator, which is the aerosol, and you just spray it. You don't want a lot, just to wet the surface. And then you bring the two together like that. And within seconds, as you can see, that's rock solid. It's gone as quick as that. Do be careful you don't get this on your fingers though, because just like the old-fashioned super glue, it just bonds skin very well. So that is the two-pack one. So that's that one. You tend to get the bottle and the tin together in a kit, and then you can buy extra bottles or extra glues if you need them. As I say, the company that manufactures CT1 and Power Grab Bond also do a version of this, which is excellent. I've used that, and it is just as good, if not better. So that's the two-part adhesive. Now let's have a look at a couple of others that you might not use in woodwork, but sometimes you will. The first one is this stuff. That's contact adhesive. Now, this has been out donkey's years, but now they do these anti-aerosols, which are really good. Little aerosols you can just chuck in your tool bag or your toolbox. Contact adhesive, spray it on surface, let it go touch dry until you can touch it without it sticking to your fingers, and then just bring your two surfaces together and it bonds instantly. Be careful, if you need to be precise with something, it's probably best not to use a contact adhesive or even a two-pack adhesive. If you've got to move things about to get them in line, I would go for a PVA, because it gives you that time to move it about. You can use the PU glue, but you've only got sort of 5 minutes, so you've got to be quick. But it's a really good glue. But as I say, if you're bonding two pieces together and they've got to line up perfectly, it's probably better not to use a contact adhesive, because you only get one shot at it. If you get it right, brilliant. But if you get it wrong, you've got to get your chisel out and your hammer and start chopping it off. But that's been around donkey's years, contact adhesive. Just a really good adhesive. And as before, I mean, this is Evo-Stik contact adhesive. Again, the company that makes CT1 also do like a contact adhesive as well. Now, the final one I want to talk about is this. It's called Seal. Now, it comes in different makes, of course, but this is an adhesive for mirrors. So many people use either just normal cartridge adhesives, even PU glue, or sometimes silicone to bond mirrors to walls or cabinets. Don't do it, because what happens is the chemicals in the cartridge adhesive or silicone, especially if you use silicone, most of them, some of them don't. CT1 do one that doesn't, but most of them will fetch the foil backing off a mirror. So what happens is you'll stick it on, it'll look great, it'll be stuck lovely, and then you'll come a few weeks later and you can see the line of your adhesive through the mirror as you look in the mirror. So that is, and then basically you've had it. You've got to try and get the mirror off and replace it. But this is proper mirror adhesive. As you can see, it says mirror on it. Always use that. If you're sticking mirrors, use a mirror adhesive or use something like the CT1 that is safe for mirrors. Just make sure you read the cartridge and make sure it's mirror safe, and then you should be fine. But please don't use silicone to stick mirrors on walls and things, because you will ruin your mirror. So that's adhesives. So I hope that's helped you out. I hope you feel a bit more knowledgeable about adhesives now. So as I say, that's the PVA, the PU glue, the cartridge adhesives, the contact adhesive, the mirror adhesive, and the 2-pack super glue adhesive. So if you need any more advice about adhesives, drop me a message in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it for you. So if you've liked the video, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like and share the videos, because that really helps the channel. And I'll see you lot on the next one.